Greetings, fellow travelers of time and space. It's the Tired Time Lord here, and for this journey through the stars, I've decided to lend my own voice to the narrative. Yes, you heard right. I'm stepping out from behind the curtain of AI to personally guide you through the cosmos.
Wait a minute. If you're using your own voice, who's going to voice me? Don't tell me you've figured out how to mimic the dulcet tones of a Ferengi entrepreneur.
Fear not, Gorks. While I've taken the helm for my part, we'll still rely on our trusted computer for your unique Ferengi flair. After all, we wouldn't want to deprive our audience of your distinctive perspective, especially when it comes to discussing earworms and rules of acquisition.
Ah, very well. As long as I'm still the voice of profit and wisdom in this review. Carry on, Tired Time Lord, and let's see if your vocal cords can match the wit of your words.
With that settled, let's embark on our exploration of Star Trek II, The Wrath of Kahn, a film that reignited the passion of Star Trek fans and introduced a new depth to its universe. From the strategic battles to the emotional sacrifices, this movie is what Star Trek stands for. Join me, and let's dive into the heart of this cinematic masterpiece. Before we chart our course through this stellar narrative, however, I urge you, my intrepid crew, to engage with this voyage. Subscribe to the channel for more galactic journeys. Hit the like button if you share our passion for the final frontier, and comment below with your own insights and experiences with The Wrath of Kahn. Now, let's set our tricorders to analyze and warp into the heart of this indomitable tale. Our journey begins with the Kobayashi Maru simulation, an infamous Starfleet training exercise designed to test the character of cadets in the face of an unwinnable situation. This opening scene not only sets the tone for the challenges ahead, but also offers a profound glimpse into the psyche of Admiral James T. Kirk, a man who famously refuses to accept defeat, even when faced with impossible odds. Kirk's unorthodox solution to the Kobayashi Maru, revealed later in the film, showcases his ingenuity and refusal to be bound by conventional rules, but also foreshadows the moral and ethical dilemmas that will be central to the unfolding drama. This simulation, with its stark portrayal of sacrifice and command under pressure, serves as a powerful narrative device, framing the story's exploration of duty, friendship, and the heavy burden of leadership. Amidst the vastness of space, a chilling discovery unfolds on the desolate world of Ceti Alpha 5. Chekhov and Captain Terrell, while on a routine survey, stumble upon the marooned Kahn Noonien Singh, setting the stage for a harrowing tale of survival, revenge, and the haunting shadows of the past.
The transformation of Ceti Alpha 5 is a stark reminder of nature's unpredictable fury. Once a potential haven, the planet's ecosystem was irrevocably altered following the catastrophic explosion of its neighboring planet, Ceti Alpha 6. This ecological upheaval serves as a grim backdrop to Kahn's relentless thirst for vengeance, illustrating the fragile balance between man and nature.
Oh, when those little worms squirmed into their helmets, why didn't they just try a bite? You know, new customers are like razor-toothed greenworms. They can be succulent, but sometimes they bite back.
Gorks, your culinary inclinations aside, the encounter on Ceti Alpha 5 is a pivotal moment that rekindles Kahn's vendetta against Kirk. The eels, a sinister instrument of control, exemplify Kahn's manipulative prowess and foreshadow the dark path ahead. It's a meeting that reignites old flames and sets the stage for an epic confrontation between two formidable adversaries. The chessboard of fate is set as Kahn Noonien Singh embarks on a dark quest for retribution. His strategic brilliance shines malevolently as he commandeers the USS Reliant, turning the instruments of Starfleet against his nemesis, Kirk.
Kahn's mastery of strategy, reminiscent of the great Klingon commanders, is undeniable. His ability to exploit the Reliant's capabilities demonstrates a warrior's acumen. Yet, his path is clouded by the fog of vengeance. A true warrior knows that obsession with revenge can blind one to the honor of the battle. Kahn's fixation on Kirk, while understandable, detracts from the purity of the conflict.
Ricardo Montalban's portrayal of Kahn is nothing short of mesmerizing, capturing the essence of a man consumed by revenge, yet dignified in his suffering. The intensity he brings to the role adds layers to Kahn's character, making him not just a villain, but a tragic figure shaped by loss and the harsh vicissitudes of fate.
And let's not forget the way he turned that tiny eel creature into a weapon of manipulation. You've got to admire the creativity, even if it's a bit unsettling. Makes you wonder if there's a rule of acquisition for turning your enemy's resources against them.
Indeed, Kahn's ingenuity in using what little he has to orchestrate his revenge is a testament to his enduring will and intellect. His manipulation of the Reliant and its crew is a dark ballet of power and control, setting the stage for a confrontation that would echo through the annals of Starfleet history. In this cosmic dance of vengeance and fate, the Genesis Project emerges as a harbinger of doom. Spearheaded by the brilliant Dr. Carol Marcus, this ambitious endeavor to create life from lifelessness encapsulates the very essence of human engineering and its potential pitfalls.
By reorganizing matter at the subatomic level, Genesis has the power to transform barren worlds into thriving ecosystems. However, this godlike ability to terraform planets raises profound ethical questions. The line between creation and destruction is perilously thin, as the potential for misuse looms large over the project's noble intentions.
The Genesis device, in its majestic promise, also embodies the dual nature of scientific advancement. Its ability to give life is counterbalanced by its capacity to obliterate, a dichotomy that reflects the broader challenges faced by civilizations on the brink of technological transcendence. Genesis Project, with all its splendor and potential for catastrophe, serves as a reminder of the responsibilities that accompany the quest for knowledge. As we venture forth into the unknown, the balance between creation and destruction hangs precariously in the hands of those bold enough to wield the power of the stars. As the stars bear silent witness, the tranquility of space is shattered by Kahn's cunning ambush of the USS Enterprise. With vengeance fueling his every maneuver, Kahn exploits the element of surprise, delivering a crippling blow to Kirk's unprepared vessel.
Nothing beats a good ambush. It's like rule of acquisition number 76. Every once in a while, declare peace. It confuses the hell out of your enemies. Kahn must have taken that one to heart. Catching the mighty Enterprise off guard now, that's a surprise worth its weight in gold-pressed latinum.
Fast forwarding ahead, our adversaries plunge into the enigmatic depths of the Mutara Nebula, where sensors are blind and the usual rules of engagement no longer apply. In this nebulous arena, Kirk and Kahn engage in a deadly chess match, each move fraught with peril and uncertainty.
The battle within the Mutara Nebula, where honor and strategy collide in the heart of darkness. Kirk's ability to adapt and outmaneuver Kahn, even when stripped of technological advantages, is the essence of combat. To find one's enemy, look them in the eye, and face them with courage. This battle, shrouded in the mists of the nebula, will be remembered as a clash of titans, where only the strongest and most cunning emerge victorious.
In a universe where logic often prevails over emotion, the sacrifice of Spock stands as a legacy to the depth of his character and the unbreakable bond of friendship. His selfless act and quotation, "The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, or the one," resonate as a pivotal moment not only in this film, but as one of the most heartfelt in all of Star Trek.
Spock's decision to sacrifice himself for his ship and his friends transcends the boundaries of logic and science. It delves deep into the core of what it means to be truly human, or in his case, half human. The fusion of logic and emotion in his final act illuminates the duality of his nature and the universal truth of self-sacrifice for the greater good.
As the dust settles in the aftermath of battle, the crew of the Enterprise gathers to bid farewell to their fallen comrade. Spock's funeral is a somber, yet fitting tribute to a life lived in the service of others, leaving a mark on his friends, the Federation, and the countless lives touched by his wisdom and courage. The Wrath of Kahn is a story of courage, sacrifice, and the enduring spirit of exploration. As we reflect on the legacy of this cinematic jewel, let us carry forward the lessons learned and the emotions stirred by this remarkable chapter in the Star Trek universe. A notable evolution in The Wrath of Kahn is the dramatic redesign of Starfleet's uniforms. This change not only added a fresh aesthetic to the franchise, but also reflected the evolving nature of Starfleet and its personnel. Gone are the pastels and beiges from the first movie. In their place, the aptly named Maroon Monster.
And let's not forget the practicality. The Those old pajama-like uniforms from the first film wouldn't stand a chance in a real scrap. These new ones look like they've got a bit more substance to them. You know, rule of acquisition number 47. Don't trust a man wearing a better suit than your own.
Behind the scenes, the uniform redesign was a deliberate effort by director Nicholas Meyer and costume designer Robert Fletcher to inject a sense of naval tradition and formality in the Star Trek universe. The move was a bold departure from the casual attire of the original series and aimed to ground the film in a more relatable, maritime-inspired reality. The introduction of these uniforms marked a pivotal shift in the visual storytelling of Star Trek, marrying form with function and tradition with progress. Let's look into the minds and methods that brought this masterpiece to life. The script, crafted by Jack B. Sowards and refined by director Nicholas Meyer, was pivotal in capturing the essence of Star Trek while introducing complex themes of morality, sacrifice, and the consequences of past actions. Meyer's uncredited contributions gave the film its Shakespearean depth and naval authenticity. The production of Wrath of Khan was marked by innovative techniques and resourceful filmmaking. With a significantly lower budget than its predecessor, the film relied on creative solutions, such as reusing models and sets and employing cutting-edge special effects for its time, orchestrated by the talent team at Industrial Light and Magic. Behind every great film is a crew that defies the odds, and The Wrath of Khan is no exception. From the inspired writing to the ingenious production techniques, it's clearly one of the best of the movies. This collaborative spirit not only saved the Star Trek franchise, but also set a new standard for storytelling in science fiction. As we journey back from the depths of space and the intensity of human and Vulcan emotion, it's clear why The Wrath of Khan holds such a revered spot in the Star Trek cosmos. This film, with its riveting narrative, masterful performances, and philosophical undertones, is one of the best in the early movies. With this in mind, I give this movie 9 out of 10 deltas, a well-deserved rating.
Ah, a solid investment indeed. Just like a good business venture, this film pays dividends in entertainment and lessons learned. And those earworms. Yum! Let's just say they give 2 grubs a run for their money.
The scientific marvels, the ethical quandaries, and Spock's sacrifice. The Wrath of Khan is a tapestry woven with the threads of what makes Star Trek so enduring. It challenges us, moves us, and above all, inspires us.
So, dear viewers, as we close this chapter on The Wrath of Khan, I invite you to share your own voyages with this iconic film. How did it impact you? What moments linger in your memory like stars in the night sky? Engage with us in the comments below, share your stories, and continue the journey that Star Trek has charted for all of us.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, and activate that notification bell. Who knows what treasures we'll uncover in our next adventure?
Until next time, live long and prosper.